when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
On a temperate afternoon for football here in the Southeast, there's a good look inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now Penix. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Manuel Forbes able to stick with him and knock that one away. You look at this Saints defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Saints 0.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a major.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. Inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. That is caught. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Throwing, Shuck. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Saints.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Shuck. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well, short, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll throw with Penix. Right back to Pitts again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Penix to the air once more. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Looked like an issue there on the snap, and everything has to be right from this distance. But that one, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
Now Shuck. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he he's taken down here by the Saints. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
At the Saints' 42-yard line.
To the air, Penix. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Here we go. Bronco waiting. 70 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's completed right side to Palmer. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down in the yard. Shuck now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, Shuck from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, Tiger. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Throwing again here, Shuck. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 3rd down and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw now, Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with a his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Saints 14.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Here's Penix. Pushes past him. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Operating from the gun, Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Breaks through the contact. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete to Robinson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The Folks' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Falcons 24, Saints 21.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
To throw is Shuck.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 33 and a first.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Touchdown!
Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 28, Falcons 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts,
his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's Shuck. That's again complete to Palmer.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And the Saints first down.
Throwing, Shuck.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
To the air again is Shuck.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game.
That's the score. Saints 31. Falcons 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yards to go.
They'll throw with Penix.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Travis Etienne from 21 yards away. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Falcons, 31.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Penix. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
The 18-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, 19. They smash. Check.
And looking to throw, Penix. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's got Smith here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Shuck now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Shuck looking to throw once more.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
This is 1st and 10.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Smith with a grab.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Trap 60, trap 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, smash. Hurt. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Rig alert. 70 Timberwolf.
Back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Warriors 70. Set. 19 top. 60 Bison.
He's back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
79 Broncos. Go.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
60 Maverick. Down. 70 line. 70 ranges.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jonas Sanker.
this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point up and good by Folk, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Falcons 41.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Black, 95.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.